is the year 2020. The place is the Challenger Seamount, the top of an underwater mountain. A complex beneath the sea. 250 men, women, and children live here, each of them a scientist pioneer. For this is our last frontier, a hostile environment which may hold the key to tomorrow. Each day, these oceanauts meet new challenges as they build their city beneath the sea. This is Sealab 2020.
Does anyone know what this assignment is all about?
Dr. Williams must have some new experiment in work.
Yeah, I've sure collected a lot of seawater samples for him.
He wanted plenty of fish pictures, too. It's positively weird.
What is, the experiment?
No, all these fish swimming together, and all in the same direction, as if something was chasing them.
Look, down there.
Octopus never do that.
Something's happening down here.
Yeah, but what? Look at those fish go.
I don't know what's going on, but are you two finished?
I've got all my pictures taken.
I'm set. I've gathered a lot of fish.
Well, we've got enough samples. Let's get back to Sealab. Hey, I'm caught.
What's happening? Hal? Ed?
Where'd this come from?
Help me! Quick!
Don't fight it. Relax. You're okay, Hal. There, I've got Hal's airlines hooked up.
I'll have us cut out of here pretty fast.
Thanks, Ed.
Thanks to both of you. My arms were trapped in that snarl.
Ooh, that was a close call. That netting was tough.
It's nylon fishing net. Some fishermen probably lost it.
Yeah, and that's the trouble with nylon nets. They don't rot out. They'll drift around for years, catching everything in their path.
Yeah, like us. What can we do about this tangled mess?
Well, help me pull it down. We'll bury it before the net does any more damage.
What's happening? Hey, look! There's something struggling in the net. Oh, it's just a baby dolphin.
I'll cut him loose.
Be careful. He's too weak to make the surface.
We shouldn't leave him.
Let's take him back to Sealab.
We better hurry. He's a mammal and he's got to breathe.
You're a rugged little guy. I'm gonna name you Tuffy. He could be hungry. Help me feed him, Hal. Ed?
Later, Gail. First, we've got to get these samples to Dr. Williams.
Remember, we've got a job to do, so don't get too involved with your poor thing.
You're mean, Ed. Tuffy won't be any trouble. I'm going to train him for diver rescue. Well, want to be a lifeguard?
See you later, little mother.
Looks like normal plankton, except, Hal, here, take a look.
It's Gonyalux. Isn't that the type that causes red tides?
It most certainly is.
All those plants and animals in one drop of seawater. How many do you suppose would be in a bucket full?
Billions.
Without plankton, we wouldn't have much life down here. It's the most important thing in the seafood's chain.
Think we're due for a red tide?
It's too early to tell.
Maybe the fish know we're gonna have a red tide.
Well, it's possible. Anyway, something's happening out there.
excited about?
Watch when I press the sound generator.
I can't hear a thing. How come there's no sound?
It's high frequency. We can't hear it, but Tuffy can. And he responds to the signal. He gets a food reward.
Hey, that's great. What does it prove?
Well, if a diver becomes lost, all he has to do is trigger the high frequency counter. And out comes Tuffy.
How do you get him to bring the diver back?
Simple. In Sealab, they turn on the same signal. And Tuffy finds his way home with the diver.
That's some smart dolphin you've trained, Gail.
Well, he is smart. He was doing just great until you two came in.
Let me try.
Go ahead, big dolphin trainer.
It probably needs a manly touch.
Show him, Tuffy.
As Ed said, he's one smart dolphin.
Dr. Williams wants more samples, so let's get our tanks on and get wet.
Do I have to? I was just getting started training Tuffy.
We're going to find out what's causing all these fish to bug out. If we don't, your Tuffy's going to get plenty hungry. Check gear. Tanks full, compass, depth gauge, watch.
I'll go.
Ready to dive.
Into the water, team.
Hey, Tuffy's coming with us.
Okay, now let's get some fish samples.
Hey, cut that out. Those are my samples.
Come on, Gail. Your dolphin's getting to be a problem.
He likes to play. Now go up for air. Go on. See how fast he learns?
See if he'll learn to stay away from our experiments.
It's about time now. I'll bring him back. Where did he go?
That's some smart dolphin.
He'll come back, I hope.
Let's hope not until we finish our job. Come on. We've got work to do.
Have you noticed we've been getting some cold currents?
I sure have. I'm frozen right now.
Coming up from deep water, bringing plankton with it.
When it reaches warm water and sunlight, boom, a population explosion. They start multiplying by the billions.
Right. All right, we've got enough samples. Come on, let's go back.
Hal, Ed, look at that cloud of silt.
There's something going on in that cave.
There sure is. I can see Tuffy. And an eel is after him. Help him, please.
I've got the slurp gun. I'll shoot some fish at the eel.
Good idea. That might distract him, but be careful.
Here he comes. Got him!
Tuffy's safe. Oh, thanks, Ed.
Watch yourself.
I'm watching, and so is the eel. Back off, fella. I'm leaving.
Keep an eye on him. Look out, Ed. Here he comes. He's right behind you.
I know. And he's got my swim fin.
Let him have it.
And that breaks up my best pair of fins.
You're lucky your toes weren't in it. All because of that trained dolphin.
I think he means you, Tuffy.
Got a good sample, Ed.
I hope so, Dr. Williams. Hey, watch it. There goes one afternoon's work.
Gail, your Tuffy is getting to be a problem.
Yes, sir.
Do you realize what he did cost us a day's work? And it's too late. I can't send you out again.
And it's too cold.
I'm going to ask you to close the moon pool hatches so Tuffy can't come in. Please put him outside.
But Dr. Williams...
He's a healthy dolphin now. He'll get along just fine without us.
I guess you're right. He was a cute little fellow. Hope he'll be all right. Tuffy! Don't go! Goodbye, Tuffy.
Come on, Gail. We need you too. Let's go to the lab.
These fish seem healthy enough.
But our little friends, the Gonyuluks, are still with us. Let me have the next slide, Gail.
Oops. Sorry.
Gail, what's the matter? That's the second one you've dropped. Are you still worrying about that dolphin?
I wish I knew if Tuffy was all right.
Look, Gail, we've got a biological mystery on our hands that we've got to solve. So get your mind back on the job.
I'll try, Hal. I'll be all right tomorrow.
We'll be at the edge of the seamount in a few minutes.
I can feel that cold current already.
Something's wrong. I'm having trouble breathing.
Check your pressure gauge.
I'm almost out of breathing mixture.
Turn on your reserve valve.
Oh, yes.
That'll last you till we get back to Sealab. Let's go. 180-degree turn. You're not thinking, Gail. You know the rules. How come you ran out? Didn't you check your tank before we started?
Well, I thought I did. I'm sorry, Hal.
Dr. Williams is going to ask questions.
Another mistake like that, Gail, and I'll have to restrict you from diving. What's wrong with you anyway? So that's what's been bothering you. How'd he get in?
He must have sneaked back in with us.
What would you say if I gave you another chance at training him?
Oh, I'll work very hard with him, but only on my free time, I promise. And I'll be the most responsible diver in Sealab.
That's what I want to hear. Okay, team. Now, how about getting wet again? Take temperature readings all around the seamount. If the water starts growing warmer, it may mean we're in for a lot of trouble from the red tide. Okay, Hal, let's start the experiment. Good fresh seawater mixed with a healthy sample of Gonyuluks. And ultraviolet to simulate sunlight, and a dash of nutrients to feed them.
You think he can really produce a red tide in that tank?
If he's got all the right ingredients and conditions. That's the secret.
Now we wait. You watch the tank, Gail.
Right, Dr. Williams. Wonder how many more hours we wait. Nothing seems to... Uh-oh. Dr. Williams? Hal, Ed, come look at this. The water is red and the fish are at the surface.
It worked. Now we know why the fish are leaving the area.
And the fish did know the red tide was coming before we did.
Yeah, and the Gonyuluks are using up all the oxygen in the tank.
There must be billions in there.
And with no oxygen, the fish are gasping for air.
I'll get them out. Any of you guess what this means for Sealab?
If the fish can't get oxygen from seawater, then neither can we.
Right so far. Keep going.
It means that our oxygen from seawater extractors won't work.
Exactly. A life support for Sealab would be threatened.
This seawater sample looks clear enough now, Dr. Williams.
Yes, until we get that red tide engulfing us.
How can you be sure it's coming?
I've duplicated what's happening out there. I'll stake my PhD on it.
And we'll be short on oxygen. Now, how long will the red tide last?
Can't tell. A day, maybe weeks.
I'll fill all reserve cylinders, then send an emergency line up to the surface. And when the red tide starts, we'll call an alert and bring everybody in.
Will do, Captain.
Do you really think you can train Tuffy to be a lifeguard?
I'm sure trying. Watch.
I'm ready with his reward. But where is he?
Be patient. That's the secret of training dolphins. Patience and understanding.
Here, Tuffy. What happened?
I don't know. There he is, outside. Ah, that's why he's not hungry.
And there he goes.
Bobby, how about going diving with me?
You want to follow Tuffy, right?
We can try the signal generator underwater. He'll hear it better when we're underwater. Come on, hurry up.
Okay, I'm with you.
I can't understand why he won't come.
We've been looking for an hour. Let's go back.
No, just a little bit more.
What is that?
Uh-oh. It's the red tide. It's blooming and coming this way. Let's get back to Sealab.
But to get back, we have to swim through it. We won't be able to see.
Then we swim through it. We've got compasses. Come on. I'll get us back.
Here it comes, Paul. Just like you predicted.
The divers are all coming in.
Captain Murphy, Dr. Williams, we've got trouble. Gail and your grandson Bobby haven't reported in, and I can't contact them.
Send out a rescue party.
We can't do it, Paul. They wouldn't be able to see a foot out there. Should I chance losing 6 or 8 men to save 2?
But we have to. Gail and Bobby are in danger.
That's my responsibility, mine alone. Keep trying, Sparks.
Yes, sir.
It's too dark. I can't read my compass.
Me neither. What are we going to do?
Call Tuffy. He'll lead us back. I've got my signal generator. Oh, if he only responds. Please, Tuffy, come and get us.
Keep pressing that button. That's our only hope.
I'm getting a beeper out there. It's some kind of a signal generator.
It could be Gail's sounder, the one she's been using to train that dolphin.
Can you get a bearing on it?
Yes, sir, 040.
Keep trying to contact them, Sparks. We might be able to talk them in.
Something just brushed by me. I think it's a shark.
It's Tuffy. Good boy. Now take us back. Hang on, Bobby. I've got his fin.
If he should head for the surface, let go.
Don't worry. He's taking us back.
How do you know?
I just know.
Now, no matter what, we stay tied together. Okay, Hal, Ed, let's go.
I've got a feeling we're going the wrong direction.
It's getting even darker now. Tuffy, stop.
We're in deep trouble. He towed us inside a cave.
Tuffy, turn around. No, Tuffy, come here.
He's hunting his dinner. Come on, Gail. It's no use. Leave him. All we have to do is reverse direction and swim out.
The signal stopped.
Do we go on?
Yes, 040. For 10 minutes more. Then we go back.
We're out of the cave now. Let's start swimming.
Wait, let me try to signal Tuffy. Maybe he'll come out.
Make it quick. Remember, we can't go up for air like your dolphin. When our tanks run out, that's it.
I'll hurry.
I've got her signal again. It's coming in strong.
Dr. Williams, this red tide is coming in strong, too.
Let's move out.
We've got to go. Come on.
Just one more signal.
They've got to be right in front of us. It's much stronger. Still 040. I see them.
So do I. Yeah, this way.
Now, everyone stick together. We're heading back.
No, please. Tuffy's lost in a cave. Help me find him.
Tuffy, does he mean that much to you?
He's mine.
Yours. Gail will look for Tuffy if you want. But remember, no wild creature can really belong to anyone.
It's up to you, Gail. Do we go in?
No, I can't ask that. It's much too dangerous in this red tide. We might get lost in that cave. Let's go home. I guess he'll be all right.
The fish are all back. At last, the red tide has moved away.
It's good to see that clear water again.
Yeah, a breath of fresh water, so to speak.
Dr. Williams, when might we get a red tide again?
It's hard to say, Gail. There are a lot of things about the ocean we just don't know.
Like what happened to Tuffy.
Are you still worrying about him?
I'm not worrying. I know now Tuffy's out there, where he belongs. He'll be all right. He's a pretty smart dolphin.